Welcome to Boss Your Brain and Business. This is a new daily show. I am your host, Coach Kim. And in this episode, we are going to talk about how to find clients who want your exact offer. And so I'm going to share with you how to do this. I have clients who come to me for what I offer, for what I love to offer. Okay. Just didn't create an offer, but what I love to offer. But here's the thing, it hasn't always been this way. And so I'm going to share with you the shifts that I had to make that have people now seeking me out for my offer. And so be sure to stay to the end because I'm also going to share with you how you can get your hands on an exclusive resource called the Thought Management Map. It is the exact worksheet that my clients use when they are stuck in their thoughts and they can't show up in their business or problem solve why they are not signing clients. So stay to the end. You're going to get your hands on the exact worksheet that my clients use. It's called the Thought Management Map. And so welcome again to Boss Your Brain and Business. We're going to jump right in on how to find clients who want your exact offer. Welcome again to Boss Your Brain and Business show. I am your host, Coach Kim. I am a certified life and business mindset coach for brilliant Christian coaches and entrepreneurs, and I simply help them make more money and have more impact in their lives and businesses using two powerful things they already possess. Are you ready to jump into this? Do you want to know how to find clients, right, that want your exact offer? Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. So I have 3 shifts I made that have clients coming to me who want what I have to offer. So I'm going to begin with those 3 shifts. All right. So shift number 1 is you can't find what doesn't exist. Okay. You can't find what doesn't exist. You can't find what you first haven't created. And so here is the thing, you create clients. And this is the first shift that has to happen in your mind. And so what does that mean? That means that your language and how you see client acquisition has to change, right? So when we say find clients, what we're doing is we're sending a message to our brain that they are lost, that clients are lost. Why? Because you have to find them. Okay? You don't know where they are. And so finding clients that are lost, it puts your brain on this chore, right? Like it's a chore to find where clients are. I want you to think about this. Anytime you hear about someone saying, I don't know how to find clients, I don't know how to get clients, it has become a chore in their brain. And so that's the first shift you have to make. You have to tell your brain that clients aren't lost. You're telling your brain that I just haven't created them yet. Okay, so this is so very important. All right, so I need to look over here to my notes, make sure I don't miss anything. And so this is the first shift I had to make when I realized that I don't find or get clients, I actually create them. Okay, that was a huge, huge shift for me that I create clients. Okay, so very first shift. And here's the thing, you can't find what you haven't first created. Okay, so clients are created. This is actually good news when you learn that clients are created. How do you create clients? No longer are you going to have it in your head where I have to go find them. If you don't have a client on your roster, if you don't have a client paying you, nothing's gone wrong. It's just that you haven't first created that client. Okay, I want you to think about it that way. So how do we create clients? It's the same way we create anything. everything begins with a thought first. And so we create clients in our mind. Okay, very powerful. I'm going to get into this in a minute. This was the amazing shift for me that, everything starts with a thought. All of your actions, all of your decisions, everything you say, everything you do is first a thought. So if I want a client that's going to be paying me, it's because I took a certain action, and that came from my thinking. And so I create clients in my mind first. So if you don't have clients existing in your physical world, on your roster, paying you in your bank account, it's only because you haven't created them. Okay. So this is one of those invisible reasons why you're not signing clients. Many times we are trying to troubleshoot in our business on the surface level, but we need to look at it like an iceberg. On the iceberg, you only see like 10% of what's going on. What's causing your results is underneath the water line. It's everything happening beneath the surface. And this is one of those invisible reasons why you're not signing clients. So you wouldn't think to even look here. You wouldn't even think that, wait a minute, the language I'm telling my brain that clients are lost. I don't know where they are. And this is one of the big things. This is what I see stops coaches from accepting the call of God, because this question, well, I don't know where to find clients. And so if you start your coaching business from, I don't know where to find clients, already you've given your brain this assignment that they're lost. And so shift into, I create clients. Clients aren't lost. All right, let's move on to the second shift you need to have. And that is, to create clients, you have to believe they exist. Now, this might seem very obvious, okay? But you can't market to someone that doesn't exist. I want you to think about that, okay? You can't market to someone that you do not believe they exist. If you do, if you show up in your marketing not believing that the person who wants your offer, if you show up not believing that they exist, you literally have a blindfold on in your marketing. I want you to think about that. In your post, in your emails, in your videos, if you don't believe the person that wants your offer literally exists, this person, flesh, that they're there, your marketing is like with a blindfold on. And so this is why your marketing falls flat, because you don't believe that there is an actual human being on the other side of that wants that. And so I love this. When I learned this, Hebrews 11:6 is a scripture that God highlighted to me. It says, and without faith, it's impossible to please God, because anyone who comes to him must believe that he exists and that he rewards those who earnestly seek him. Like, this could not be so more obvious, right? And so in order for you, we could take this scripture and say, in order for you to market your offer to your client, you must first believe that they exist. So what would that look like for you, right? And so I share my story with my clients all the time about how you all came to be, right? How you all are here now, right? And they know the story, right? So I would sit with God every morning during my time with him from 5 to 7. I'm like, okay, God, the clients, I know that they exist. All right, show me her. And so I would go to this done place with God every single morning. And I would see how clients were there, how they were done, and what she was doing and what was going on in her life. I had to first believe that she exists before I showed up to say one word to her. How are you going to talk to someone and you don't believe that they're there? So that's the second shift. And the third shift is that you have to believe they want your offer. Again, this sounds very obvious, but I want you to think about what's going on in your head. And this is where I was stuck for years. And then when I heard you have to believe that they want your offer, it was like a novel thing. But for years, I'm going to tell you where I was stuck. I was believing that my person, now here's the thing, you believe that you create clients, you believe that the client exists. Now you have to believe that they want your offer. So I was believing those things, but I was believing that she wanted something else instead. And I had told myself that for years. I told myself that She wants strategy. She doesn't want mindset. Now, I want you to think about this. If that's my thought, and I show up in my content selling what I want to give, right? The offer I want, what I want to contribute to the world, which is mindset. If I show up selling that, but I'm believing the opposite, I'm believing, yeah, she's there, but she doesn't want it, right? Some of my clients, what they believe is that their person wants a quick fix, right? They don't want to do the deep work with them. They don't want to work on foundations, right? Or you may be a business coach. You're believing, well, my client wants 6 figures. They want 7 figures. They don't want to get 4 figures or 5 figures. You're literally believing the opposite of your offer. And then you go up and you go and you show up in your marketing selling what you don't believe they want. And I was stuck for years here. And so it would really be triggered when I'm working on my I help statement or I'm working on my bio and I'm like, can't get it right. And I'm doing 30 revisions. Why? Because of this dissonance I have. This is what I want to offer, but I believe they want something else. So I had to take those thoughts down that my client wants something else. I had to begin to believe that they want mindset and they're going to be seeking me out for it. I had to see my client having the same values that I had. And I began to believe that. So I have a tool with my clients called the belief plan. So I'm like, my client has a high value for the sound mind that God says she has. My client has a high value for the mind of Christ, which she has. So I had to begin to see that that is what my client valued. I could no longer tell myself, oh, she wants something else. And so that is your third shift. All right, let's review them. And then we're going to talk about this resource that I promised you in the beginning that's going to help you shift your thoughts anytime you get stuck in your thoughts and you're not showing up. Number one, you don't find clients, right? Like you can't find what doesn't exist. You have to create them. You create clients. Clients are not lost. And so you must create clients and you create them first in your mind before they show up in your business. Second, you must believe that they exist. You can't show up in your marketing not believing that there actually is a person on the other side that is your client, right? If you show up marketing to someone that you believe isn't there, you have a blindfold on in your marketing, and that's why it's falling flat. And then the third shift you need to make is that you believe that they want your offer. So you have to take down those thoughts where it's like, they don't want this, they want something else, or, right? You have to take those down. Now, once you have made those shifts, then you can do this work where it's called this overlap. You find the place where your deep gladness meets their deep hunger, right? So there's an offer that you want to put out into the world because God gave it to you. You're called to it. It lights you up. You could do it if no one paid you. You want to do it for the rest of your life. That thing. But when you show up and you give that thing, you don't get a response, right? When you talk about that thing, you don't get a response. And it's only because you haven't found that intersection, that meeting place of your deep gladness and their deep hunger. So you have to do the work to connect the dots. That's how you have people lining up outside the door wanting your exact offer. All right, make those 3 shifts. Okay, so as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, I want to share with you an exclusive resource, and it's called the Thought Management Map. Okay, it's called the Thought Management Map. All right, let me bring this up for you so you can see it. All right. All righty. Okay. Taking a while to load up. Okay. So this again, as I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, you can get your hands on this exclusive resource, right? It's called the Thought Management Map. Now, this literally is in my paid program. It is the worksheet that my clients use to get unstuck. so that they can manage their mind like a boss, so they can create clients and grow their coaching business. Okay. And this is something that you can get for free. All right. So this will be the page that you will go to. You're going to see this page. Okay. And so here you can download this worksheet for free. Again, this is the actual worksheets that my clients use when they're stuck in their thoughts. And it's an actual map. So let me take you out to the map. Let me show you the map. I want you to see this map. All right. So this is the actual thought management map that's in my program that my clients use. And so it's going to give you a step by step of how to navigate your thoughts and how to take them captive so that you can manage your mind like a boss and you can create clients. Okay. So if you want this, all you have to do is comment below the word map. Okay, comment the word map and I will send you the link. Okay, so you get the map and then there are worksheets to go along with this map. And so I see with many coaches, they don't know how to navigate their thoughts. They get stuck in their thoughts, right? They start judging themselves. They don't know how to move forward. The thought management map is going to help you move forward in your thoughts. I am so excited to give you this resource. And so again, all you have to do is comment the word map below and we will get this right to you. All right. So that's it for this episode of Boss Your Brain and Business. Because here's the thing, when you learn how to boss your brain, okay, because we haven't been taught. We haven't been taught how to boss our brain. For the majority of our life, our amygdala, which is our lower brain, has been running the show. And so the amygdala, that's the reactive, that's the fight, flight, or freeze part of your brain. So if you find yourself resisting, you're in that mode. If you find yourself hiding your value, not wanting to show up and be visible, your lower brain is running the show. Okay. If you find yourself procrastinating, right, that's the freeze. Your amygdala is giving the orders. And so we want to switch that for you and help you begin to use your higher brain. Okay, your higher brain is that prefrontal cortex. It's the covering. It's the boss. It's where you make decisions. It's where you plan. It's where you can think about your thinking. It's where you can see ahead in the future. And so this is what we are doing with this show. Our intention is to help you become the boss of your brain, because when you do that, you will boss your business. You will show up and create the business that God intends for you. All right, so get your hands on the thought management map. All you have to do is comment map below and we will send you the link. All right, we'll see you in the next episode. Be blessed.